Thanks for tuning in, Coach Kizzy of Majestic Life Solutions. So, I was just listening to a video, and it's crazy how, like I tell you all the time, that God works in mysterious ways, and God talks through people. So, like to get clarity on certain things in your life, He do things or He put things in your way where you know that it's God. Okay, so I'm gonna let you listen to this video because this is. And when I was listening to it, I was like, you know what? I'm about to talk about that, and it came up. It came up. Like some things that we be thinking that like, okay, is it a coincidence that this happened? No, it's God. It's God. Okay, let me let you hear the video. In this season, I'm not saying that I know all the answers I'm and not gonna that this is just gonna solve every problem, but I really feel like this solves every problem. Get in your word. Because after Bible study tonight, I feel 100,000 times better. When I tell you that God literally is never going to leave you nor forsake you, when I tell you that God needs you to be in community with people who are like-minded, people who you can depend on, people who can literally say, I see you. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what happened to you, but I do know that the love of God is going to save you. The love of God is going to keep you. I do know that getting inside of His word and understanding that revelation is going to save you. I do know that your discernment increasing every single day that you say, Lord, I don't understand, but I trust you. That, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing in this season. Okay, so what she just said was discernment. And that was my next content, right? Because I always talk about using your discernment and the importance of discernment, right? So the importance of discernment in our spiritual lives in a world filled with voices and influences. It is crucial to discern who God is using and who Satan might be using to lead us astray. Discernment is not merely about making judgment. It is about spiritually evaluating the intentions and influence around us. The Bible teaches us in 1 John 4:1 to test the spirit to see whether they from God, reminding us that not every voice we hear is aligned with God's truth. This discernment is a gift from the Holy Spirit, enabling us to what's that? Enabling us to distinguish between what is genuine and what is false. We must recognize that we are in a spiritual battle. Satan disguised as an angel of light. 2 Corinthians 11:14. And his tactics often comes disguised as truth. This is why discernment is essential. It helps us to identify the fruits of those who claim to speak for God. Jesus said, by the fruit you will know them. Matthew 7:20 states, if you are not discerning, we risk being misled by those appearing righteous, but are in fact sowing discord and confusion. So, how do we cultivate this discernment? It begins with a deep relationship with God through prayer and studying His Word. As we grow in our understanding of Scriptures, we become better equipped to recognize the truth amidst the noise. We more we the more we obey ourselves in God's teaching, the clearer His voice becomes, guiding us in a direction and interaction. Discernment is not a solo attempt. We are encouraged to seek counsel that mature believers and to share our insights within our community. This collective wisdom can help us navigate complexes situations and ensure that we are aligned with God's will. So, like I tell you all the time, Satan, you have to use your discernment on what is of God. We know the person by their fruit. We got to recognize. If this is this a fruit of God, or what is this? We got to recognize that person. When we start understanding that discernment is very important in our life, we'll become better versions of ourselves. We know that the Holy Spirit is guiding us and leading us down the right path. You understand what I'm saying? So discernment, you got to use it. So just always use your discernment on certain things, because people can leave you astray. They can leave you astray. But if you don't recognize the fruit, if you don't recognize the fruit, you'll be following in the footsteps of Satan. You'll be following in the footsteps of Satan. And who wants Satan? Not I. But if this come across your For You page, this message was meant to find you somehow, some way. And if did nobody tell you today,